Before we start the video, while I was editing, I noticed that my voice sound like a robot. That's the only issue. So hope you guys enjoy and see you all. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be playing a game called My Name Is You, and it is the only unusual thing in my life. Well, the title pretty much explains itself. I think it's about a guy named Hugh and his life stories. I got nothing to expect, so let's jump right into
I
it.
suppose I will start at the very beginning.
Yes, thank you. Start from the beginning. Alright.
Chapter 1.
Wait, there are multiple chapters?
Once upon
Okay.
a time, there lived you.
Alright.
Despite his unusual name, his life was hardly any different from others.
Yeah, his name is really unusual though.
It was an unusually usual day when he was getting ready to go to work.
Alright.
2 hours of sleep. What a formality, he said to himself, glancing at his watch.
Wow, he got 2 hours
He
of
was
sleep.
used to working at night, just as he was used to never having days off.
Oh, so he's a workaholic. Right.
That morning, the buttons on his shirt were fastened faster than usual.
Okay. Weird.
This
okay.
was not by chance. The tear-off calendar boldly declared Friday, April 3rd.
What's strange on Friday, April 3rd? I don't know.
It reminded him that there were only 3 work days before his holiday.
Oh, okay.
And there was no room for mistakes.
I'm pretty sure there are so many rooms. It's only 3 days left.
His room in a communal apartment was not very big, so it did not take him long to pack.
Okay. I see.
Having got dressed, he quietly walked past the neighbors' rooms into the hallway.
Alright, a quiet boy, I see.
Somebody was snoring loudly in the furthest room, which caused you to smile for some reason.
Yeah, of course. That's snoring of the neighbor.
He walked up to the front door and accidentally stepped on a pile of letters. Picking up the envelopes, he saw his name on one of them.
Okay.
You automatically put it in his pocket and walked out.
Alright, so he got a letter from somebody, I guess.
The thought that next Sunday, a huge stone would be removed from the entrance to the crypt of his existence by the power of labor legislation kept you going.
Probably a good thing, maybe? I don't know. Alright. Okay. That's where the choice begins. Read the letter or hurry to walk. But I don't. I think you should just read the letter. Come on, it's not gonna take long.
Glancing at the address line, a chill went through Yu's body for a split second.
Oh, no.
From Darina.
Darina, alright, Darina, who are you? Who are you? What do you want?
Confused by the seal on the envelope, indicating the place of departure. No leave grad.
Alright.
Is she really coming back to Cannot? You wondered?
What?
Dear you,
Okay.
my doctor's suspicions are confirmed. I have the same disease that struck you. I thought it over and decided that we need to break up. It may seem that things like that should bring people closer, but it would be unfair to myself. We can have our last date on the morning of April 3rd in the Seafront Cafe. And then I will leave Cannot and go abroad.
This is bad. But what kind of disease? He said he has the same disease with Tarina. Yeah. What kind of disease is that?
He felt dizzy.
Yeah, probably. You should have felt dizzy. Okay. So go to work or go to the cafe. Go to the cafe is his last date. Just enjoy.
Although you suffered from excessive hypochondria,
Oh,
he really had an incurable illness.
oh. So that's the disease, huh? Continue.
He clearly remembered the day when he heard the diagnosis. Since that moment, he stopped counting new birthmarks on his body.
Oh, that's that's bad.
He seemed shaken up after reading the letter, but not surprised.
Yeah, I would be shaken too if I ever got a letter from somebody like that.
He tried to squeeze out a tear to
Okay,
see if he was still capable of showing emotions.
okay.
Alas, he just welled up a little. You decided
Right.
that it was because he had drunk a large amount of coffee, which dehydrated his already dried up body.
Dried up body. Okay. How much coffee is considered a large amount from him though? Yeah, whatever. Let's go.
Approaching the seafront, he tried to spot Dorina.
Dorina, where are you, Dorina? Right.
It did not take him long to find her. There she was, at the cafe table.
Waiting for you. Such a nice girl.
She probably had no clue how much he appreciated her starting the conversation.
Yup, she have no clue.
Usually, you are late.
Yeah, but today I skipped one. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Okay, we're not talking anything.
I am tired. I hope you understand me.
Yeah, of course I understand you.
But he did not.
Okay, I do not understand her. God damn it. Alright,
Having overcome his anxiety,
okay,
he squeezed out a handful of words.
come on. What was the what? Oh, no. Oh, no. Ask her to stay, agree with the pardon. I don't know, it's her choice, so shouldn't we agree?
He seemed to be ready for such an outcome and did not hold a grudge against her.
Alright.
Nodding goodbye to her, you hurried to work.
Okay, that's weird. What?
He was almost there when he saw his boss enter the office building. He took it as his personal failure.
Why? Why?
Although his watch showed that he still had several minutes.
Bro, what? What? Is it really that bad?
You had barely got into the office when he noticed two male silhouettes behind him. He turned around and saw his boss and a man he had never seen before, a little further away.
Oh no, it's the man who killed the boss.
To avoid unnecessary explanations, you took a badge from his table and pointed to it.
Alright.
Yes, despite the fact that there was no live communication with clients, the work charter required to wear a name tag, probably to remember your name.
My name is Hugh, it's not that hard. Come on.
Wow, that's a very unusual name. Nice to meet you. It is the only unusual detail of my life.
Yeah,
An awkward pause hung in the air. The boss standing behind Frank frowned and cast a reproachful glance at you.
Why? What did I do? Come on.
Frank is our security guard starting today.
Alright.
Oh, we have nothing to... A security guard. Some of my important documents are missing.
Alright, we got some
There are only two of us. What kind of documents? That I cannot tell you.
I'll get the boss is on something. He said
You
the drugs.
mean you suspect me? No, I do not.
Then what?
Eliminating
Okay.
any opportunity to continue the conversation, the boss turned around and went into his office.
Yeah, the boss is pretty sus. He's onto something.
The room plunged into silence. You got down to some clerical work.
Alright, that's... yeah.
You was sitting at his sturdy desk, imagining again and again how the shelves, stocked with books on jurisprudence, would break loose due to their own weight from friable concrete and break his head.
What?
Allowing himself a little break, Yu took his diary from his table drawer and made a note.
What did he do?
I never took a plate of soup at school lunches, even when I really wanted to. I was afraid to spill it in front of everyone, but I could put it on the table, which seems to be my life's pattern.
Feeling some satisfaction from writing that, he resumed work.
Whoa, what? This guy's...
There was a rustle of the janitor's broom and the trill of birds outside the window.
More accurate than the clock,
you thought? Chapter 2.
Oh, we made it chapter 2. Hell yeah.
On the second day of work,
Okay.
every sip of coffee came out of his nose as blood.
What? What? Is he poisoned? Oh no.
Covering his nose with his hand, Yu went to the restroom.
You should have went to the hospital, actually. Right, he coughed.
Excuse me. I wish I could narrate a little faster and keep you from getting bored. But it is difficult in my condition.
Are you talking to me?
Let's continue.
Alright.
Returning to his workplace, Yu saw Frank sitting at his table and leafing through his personal diary.
Yes, the boss is very sus of us.
Such violation of personal boundaries, it seemed, was about to put Yu out of temper.
Alright, go kill Frank! Kill Frank! Ask him to give us the magic back. Let's be nice.
give it to me.
Right.
Here, take it. I was curious.
Frank, if you don't want to die, don't touch my diary, okay? I will break your neck.
In a moment,
Okay.
Yu hid his diary in the drawer of his desk. I am sorry if I offended you.
Yes, of course you have offended me.
The incident seemed
Shit.
to be over. But
Alright.
Frank's intrusive nature got the better of him.
Don't even
Can I
dare.
ask you a question?
No.
Why does
Okay.
everyone in your notes die?
Because I am crazy. I'm gonna answer that. I don't care. Do it.
Perhaps the lack of communication affected you. Unexpectedly for himself, he answered the question directly.
Alright?
I'm not sure, but it seems to me that the desire to kill a self-protagonist in the text takes root in the desire to alienate the described situations from a real self.
Oh, fuck.
You said it as if he had prepared an answer to this question a long time ago. Or, at least he had thought about it before.
Yeah, he's
Silence
not
set
ready.
in.
He's not ready.
Frank was embarrassed by his answer and tried to look understanding.
Thanks,
Well-
Frank. Alright.
More likely that it is just easier to kill.
The
Kill.
office phone rang.
Oh. Who is it? I'm gonna answer the call. I don't want to die yet, please.
As soon as you came up to the phone, the ringing stopped.
Oh no. Oh no. It's the girl from the ring. Oh shit.
He barely returned to his desk when the phone rang again.
Oh. You know what? Second time's a charm. Okay, I will answer that.
As soon as you came
You-
up to the phone, the ringing stopped.
You piece of... Stop!
He barely returned to his desk when the phone rang again.
I'm gonna ignore this. Fuck it. Don't ever call me
The
again.
ringing bored into his skull. Yu was buzzing together with the receiver.
Alright?
Yu involuntarily took off, but his head started spinning, and he was seeing dark spots.
What?
Holding
he
onto
okay?
the railing, Yu slid down the stairs and jumped out onto the street. He ran into his boss at the door, who stood there smoking.
I don't think there's any smoking policy.
Go to bed now. You can give me the rest of the papers tomorrow.
But it's already night? What?
He did not have any strength left to work anyway.
Okay, rest.
Although
Go.
he left some things in the office, Yu was not in a hurry to go back. He sat down on the doorstep to rest. His vision was not particularly keen on the second day, so it took him a while to recognize a familiar face.
Whose face?
Yu livened a little. A welcoming grin appeared on his face.
Hi, Max. Why are you not at work?
Who's Max? Who's
I
Max?
dismissed my students a little early. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Just want to die.
As usual,
Okay.
another night shift.
Alright, you workaholic.
If I was your father, I would have fired you long ago.
Why?
What will be left for me then?
Max answered with a question.
Alright.
Do you want me to take your shift?
Okay, here we go. I think this guy is a little bit much of a workaholic and he's gonna kill himself. So, yes, appreciate you, Max. Thank
They
you.
let me go. But there is still a lot of work to do.
As you is.
Okay, I will talk to your father. Don't you dare.
I'm gonna kick your ass, Max.
Max had a fit of grunting coughing, to Yu's surprise. Max
What?
tried to hide it very hard, but Yu
Oh.
noticed blood on his
Oh.
palms, which he quickly hid in his pocket.
What? Oh,
Yu
what?
decided to play along with his old friend, pretending that the latter had not given his secret away. Max tried to quietly wipe the traces of blood with a handkerchief,
What?
the corner of which was still visible from the pocket of his coat. The handkerchief was way too familiar.
What is happening?
It was
What?
Darina's handkerchief.
What? No. Do not show your mind. What's that? Why would you make me do this? Well, it's not that hard. Like, but I'm really curious. I want to ask. No, I don't care. Tell me what it is.
was that? What do you mean? I have a cold. There have been droughts in my classroom for 3 days.
Yu looked at his own
Yeah,
hands, counting his fingers.
I'm pretty sure a cold doesn't make you bleed.
Boring, but quite expected. They were all there. He was clearly weaker than his friend was, but, having lost control of himself, he grabbed Max by the front of his shirt,
What?
which led to a clumsy brawl.
What? Are you okay? What are
Max
you doing?
pushed Yu against his shoulder in an attempt to break away.
And you died.
Because of an insult or uneven stones on the pavement,
Yep.
Yu lost his balance and fell down, hitting the curb with the back of his head.
Oh, come
As
on.
if examining a painting, Yu fixed his dying look on his fingers and counted them. He
Oh,
counted them again and again.
no, we died. Oh no. I have seriously no idea what just happened. Why did you try to attack him? You could have just asked. What? Oh well, I think that's the story. For now. I might make an episode 2 or something. I don't know. Alright guys, so thanks so much for watching. If you actually made it this far. And see you on the next video.